Welcome to Computer Science 40S. This is Greenfoot again. This is section 3.5 in the book on page 40. We're now at a stage where we have a crab that walks more or less randomly through our world and eats worms if it happens to run into them. To make it a little more interesting again, let's add another creature, a lobster, figure 3.4. Lobsters in our scenario like to chase crabs. So exercise 3.9, add a new class to your scenario. The class should be a subclass of actor called lobster. Use the lobster image that's in there. And what would you expect lobsters to do when you place them in the world? Obviously, they're not going to do anything right away. We now want to program our lobsters to eat crabs. This is quite easy to do since the behavior is very similar to that of crabs. The only difference is that the lobsters look for crabs while crabs look for worms. So basically, you're going to duplicate the scenario that was happened before. So exercise 3.11, copy the complete act method from the crab class into the lobster class. Also copy the complete look for worm, turn at edge, and random turn methods. Change the lobster code so that it looks for crabs rather than worms, and you can do that by changing every occurrence of worm in the source code to crab. For instance, where worm.class is mentioned, change it to crab.class. Also change the name look for worm to look for crab. Make sure to update your comments. Place a crab, 3 lobsters, and many worms into the world. Run the scenario. Does the crab manage to eat all the worms before it's caught by the lobster? You should now have a version of your scenario with crabs and lobsters walking around randomly, looking for worms and crabs respectively. Let's turn this program into a game. So at this point here, I'm going to ask that you try to do this on your own. I'll show the answer in a bit here, but really try real hard here to see if you can actually accomplish this on your own. Read through exercises 3.9 and 3.13 and save it to your, be sure to save it to your hard directory, your hard drive at the school. Okay, pause the video here and then I'll show the answer. Okay, so the easiest part is obviously to create the lobster class. So let's go to actor, new subclass. We're going to call it lobster. You may have to look through animals. Mine's here because I've done this once already. There's my lobster there. And he doesn't do anything because there is no code for him. Lobster, he doesn't do anything. So to do this, we're going to duplicate a lot of stuff. Copy the complete act method from the crab class into the lobster class. Also complete the look for worm, turn at edge, and random turn methods. So basically, we're going to take all of the crab, and we're going to Control A for all, and we're going to copy all of that into the lobster. Now we're going to have to do a fair bit of editing here. Let's just make this a fair bit bigger. And let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be, this is my act here. So all of this should have been copied into, I don't need this. This is all the same as, this goes in here. Okay, so the act method is the same, with the exception of, instead of looking for worms, we are looking for crabs. Now, turn at edge, let's just get rid of all this here. So this is look for crab. And if we're touching a crab, then we're going to remove the crab. Spell it right. This is a lobster. That's going to be exactly the same. All that's exactly the same. Okay, so now it's just a matter of turning this into an actual syntax correct here. So all of this is going to go after the act method. This is the end of the definition for lobster. Okay, and let's just see if this works. It's telling me I have an error, so let's go back and see if I can find, oh, here we go, here, look for crab. Need a semicolon there. Anything else? Trying to compile, no, okay, what are we missing here? Oh, semicolon there. I guess I might as well look all the way through, looking for more errors. I see one here. Let's do this instead of. And I probably have too many braces by the looks of things. Let's have a look here. I seem to have a missing bracket there. That's what's causing that problem. Obviously, you're not going to have the same mistakes. I think I have too many braces here. I must, because I have this one all lined up at the top there. So let's try now. Oh, I've got look for crab. Okay, you're likely going to have many similar errors. I'm going to pause the video here. This really isn't that important for you to watch. Hopefully you can manage to get this done. I'm going to mess around a little bit here. Once I have it working, then I'll restart the video and you can have a look at it. Best way to probably do this is to compare it with the other one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up both crab and lobster, and I'm going to put them side by side and compare. Well, apparently you can't have more than one open at the same time. That's a problem. Okay, after a few minutes there of messing around, I finally got it to work. Turns out I had some semicolons here at the end of my declarations, my methods. Look for crab in those places. So here it is here. If you need some help, I'll be happy to come by and try to have a look. I'm not exactly a professional looking for this. I'm not near as good at finding syntax errors in Greenfoot as I am in Liberty Basic, but I'll certainly have a look. And when you're all done, you should be able to create some crabs. Let's create a bunch of worms and do 2 or 3 lobsters here. And you'll see that the crabs are disappearing because the lobsters are catching them. Okay, so hopefully you got that working. 3.6 is keyboard control. I think I will pause here. I will create a new video for that. So hopefully that worked for you, and I'm going to talk to you real soon.